Hi, it's Michael here. I want to start this week's weekly catch up by asking you, how are you going? Living through a pandemic is not something that any of us has ever practiced or trained for before. Everything is so unfamiliar and new and uncertain, to be honest. Some of us are feeling, as I'm talking to people, disoriented or overwhelmed or isolated or frantic or anxious or a combination of all of these. It's striking that we find all of these emotions in the Bible, especially in the Psalms. God there does not expect us not to feel this way. In fact, He tells us that He knows our griefs and fears. Recently, I was struck by this beautiful verse from Psalm 56, verse 8. Put my tears in your bottle. Are they not in your record? God knows every one of our tears. But in Jesus Christ, He also turns our tears and our fears into hope. That's what we're preparing to remember this Easter. We're looking forward to the Easter season where we can remember Jesus' death for us. That gives us hope of forgiveness, and Jesus' rising from the dead that first Easter day, which gives us hope of new life. Well, as always, we're seeking to pursue a deeper discipleship here at St. Mark's, and we've got a number of things on. We're going to be running our services again this Sunday, so do look out for those. The service materials have been going very well, and we're right in the rhythm of doing those things. We're meeting in Zoom groups after each service. We've got morning tea at 9 o'clock following the 8 o'clock service, at 10:45 after the 10 o'clock service, and at 6:15 for dinner, inverted commas, after the 5:30 service. They were terrific last time. If you didn't get to those, do come along to those Zoom meetings. They've been fantastic. We've also posted our first Q&A, and you can follow the links to that in the weekly catch-up. And this week, I'll be using the daily devotions to do a series of Easter meditations. So if you haven't signed up to the daily devotions before, sign up to that, and we'll be preparing for Easter during those, coming into your inbox every morning at 6 o'clock. But remember that we've got to keep together in this time when we're physically separated. So don't forget to call someone. Don't forget to call someone especially who you suspect is a bit isolated. Why not set up a virtual dinner party? I've heard of people doing this. They get the dinner and they communicate virtually, and the other person's eating their dinner or sharing a glass of wine or a cup of coffee or whatever it might be. Why don't you host an online chat with a group of friends? That'd be a terrific thing to do. Go to our Facebook page and share in the great conversation that's going there. People are sharing photos and stories and other things about St. Mark's and ideas. Or perhaps you'd like to join a Connect group. We've got our Connect groups going and they're continuing to meet, but we might be able to form some new Connect groups. And if you'd like to join one of those, that'd be terrific. So do let us know if you'd like to do that. Great news, our giving was really, people were tremendous in pursuing giving last week, and I just want to thank you all for doing that. I know that it's difficult at this particular time, but I'm greatly encouraged by the response to last week. See you next week.